from different time frames. So let's say that I want to know where the support level is on the hourly chart, right? But I don't want to have to pull up an hourly chart and bounce back and forth between charts. Well, what are we doing? Oh, you got to put the DSRs up. Okay. I was just going to use the chart that you had up. Yeah, just put that one. Put the one up that you had up because that'll be easier. Hang on a minute. We're going to go back to the last chart that we had up. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect chart. Okay. So what I can do is I can tell the DSR levels, I want you to look on the 60-minute chart, and I want you to post the support and resistance levels for the 60-minute chart. That's where you see those the big red boxes. Okay, that's a higher time frame resistance level. Make sense? So there are times, absolutely, when we will go to a higher time frame for confirmation. If you remember back to the mind map that I showed you guys, we talk about trading time frame versus higher time frame. Because when we teach you basic structure analysis, when we teach you combined technical score trading, which is what I used in the Varengold challenge that you guys will read the article about a little bit later today, when we teach you that process, you're going to use your multiple time frames in order to determine potential reversal points. This is a proprietary indicator. Those of you who come into the program just might, maybe you guys might get this as part of the training package. I might be showing it to you because you might have access to it. I might give you a copy of it. But that's what this does. So absolutely, you can use different time frames. Okay. And how come it isn't the same on all time frames? Because it depends on if you change time frames, your DSR levels change. Okay. Are both impulse and anchor legs harmonic? No, not always. Thank you, Kevin. How many? The question is, how many pairs do we follow at one time? No more than we can reasonably trade. We actually had this conversation not long ago, and I was asking Akil how many he follows. On a swing trading basis, you can follow more because you got more time to look at the charts. On a day trading basis, you follow 6 in the room, right?
Yeah,
right.
I follow only 6. Yeah.
But I think you said that if you were doing it on if you didn't have the room, and you were just doing it wholly and completely on your own trading, you'd probably cut that back to about 4 for day trading.
Yeah, if I were strictly a day trader, well, I am strictly, well, I'm a day trader, but if I was just doing it by myself, I'd probably only follow about 4. Now, I have the luxury of, there are a lot of, the live room members, they're not all newbies. We have a lot of very talented traders, a lot of them that came through our programs, and so we have more eyes on the market, which allow us to cover a little more because there's people I trust in there that I know trade similar styles to me, and they can say, hey, New Zealand dollar, Gartley setting up, and maybe that's gives me a heads up on a pair I wasn't looking at. But it's still only about 6, and that's about it.
Bird dog trades for you, which makes it easier to kind of follow. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. But yeah, so depending on, I mean, if you're a swing trader and you're trading, yeah, you've got you could trade 15 pairs. If you've got the account balance to support that, because what if all 15 pairs fire at the same time? You got to be willing to, you got to be able to take all those trades. So it has to do a lot to do with account balance and also what you can reasonably manage as a trader. All right. How do you choose which pairs to trade if you say 4? Well, that goes back to the back testing, the historical testing we do, Thomas. When we take a look at it, we test a variety of currency pairs, and we try and find a nice balance. So, for example, you wouldn't want to trade the pound yen, the dollar yen, the euro yen, and the New Zealand yen. Because what have you done? You've significantly overweighted yourself in the yen pairs, right? So you'll try and find a nice balance. Like my particular strategy, the time frames that I'm trading, which of these pairs perform the best historically over time, and how do I put those into a portfolio so that I can maximize my returns and kind of smooth my equity curve. Can you do both swing trading and day trading? Yes, but I don't recommend it.